What's up, go-getters? Happy holiday to you. This is video number 1 of the countdown to Christmas. This week, every single day, a video will be posted here to the channel. I really did have this on my heart just to share information with you, some tips. I want to answer some questions that some different people, my clients, different people who follow me have asked, okay, to help you guys. And just to celebrate the kickoff, we're moving into 2023, guys. So I just want to stop by and just to tell you, don't give up. Do not give up on your dreams. Do not give up on you. So this is day number 1, guys. All right, so welcome to the countdown to Christmas. Our number 1 topic is going to be, what if I feel like giving up? How do I know when it's time to give up on my business and pivot to a new business or switch to a new business idea? And how do I personally deal with discouragement as an entrepreneur? So I know that this is something that a lot of people talk about, so I'm going to talk about it. So this week, guys, I'm not going to have any bullet points, any notes. I'm just going to freely talk to you guys, so I hope that that's okay. So now, first of all, have I ever been discouraged in my business, or have I dealt with discouragement? Y'all, heck yeah. Okay. I have moments of when, I do definitely second guess myself, and I have thought about quitting different aspects of my business before, and I have quit different aspects of my business. So one of the first questions I always ask my clients when they struggle with giving up is, number 1, what is it about your business right now that is making you think about giving it up? I really challenge you to get out your journal, okay? During the holidays, if you want to, if you've been really feeling like, I don't know whether or not this business is something that I want to take into 2023, I want you to really take out your journal, and I want you to ask yourself, what is it about my business, or what is it about my activities in the business that's making me feel like I want to give up? And do some journaling, do some soul searching, and really write that down. It could be the actual business that you're now out of love with. It could be the activities around marketing or promoting your business that you're actually out of love with. It could even be the way that you are expressing, the expression of your business, the expression of the idea that may be in a different area than what you really visualize it now as the person that you are now, as the evolved being that you are now. You may be visualizing your business to look like, to feel like, to have a very different mission now. So when you are suffocating yourself by trying to keep yourself in a space that was the past you, was the past vision, was the past mission, sometimes you can feel like you want to abort that mission. Okay, so back to me again to share my own personal experience. Yes, I have had times that I have wanted to give up, and I always look at reasons why I feel that way. And in the past, there have been some businesses that I've had to unbuckle from, and there have been some really hard decisions behind that. So I know with my coaching business, I used to get to a point, same time every year, I would want to give the business up. And there were a lot of different things that I wasn't happy with. I had a real disconnect about my purpose in the business. Like, was I really being me? Was I really serving who I felt called to serve? I felt almost like there was a huge disconnect between me and my actual mission for the business, like there was something missing, a missing piece of the puzzle. I also was not honoring myself as well. So I wasn't honoring the need for me to have rest. And I want you guys to know that if you are tired in your business, that is okay. That is a very normal human thing to be tired in your business, especially if you are running yourself raggedy 365 days a year, running after the mighty dollar, running after profit and sales, running after clients. If money is running you, or the idea of getting money is running you, and you're not the one in the driver's seat, that can really be a problem. And that's most likely why you're feeling like you want to quit your business. So the second thing I had to do was to honor myself. as well. So certain periods of time for the year, I take big break. Like right now, I'm about to go into another one, and I'm dropping this series right before my little break until the new year rolls in, when I'll be back on the channel and back in full effect. But I'll be taking at least like 2 weeks off to regroup and just to go within, spend time with my family, have some silence in my life, not having to produce a lot of content, things like that. We all deserve to have time off, and we are not protecting our peace and honoring ourselves. It can be really, really, really hard to stay motivated. And then there are times, guys, within my journey that I have grown out of a particular business, and where God was shifting me into a new season, and it was time for me to release the old fragments of myself and make room for the new, to make room for my new clients. Some of my older clients fit into the new sort of like structure or what I'm doing with my new business, and some do not. And that's okay. Sometimes God is moving you from one season into another. So like, to give you an example, when I say sometimes it's not so much what you're doing that you're out of love with, sometimes it's how you're doing it. The way that I was coaching before, just all informational stuff, no inner work, all very, very surface level coaching. I still do some of the surface level stuff, but now I feel like it's so important for me to first focus on the inner work that needs to be done, which I feel is most important, because you have to succeed or do everything in life from the inside out. Whatever goes on within is what you project out into the world, and that's why my work has changed. I felt like the longer I hung out with just the surface stuff, when I knew I was being called to something deeper, the more suffocated I felt. So yes, along the way, I have had to let go of certain business ideas. So one thing that I do want to mention to you guys is that being a successful entrepreneur, it really does involve knowing when to get off the train and when to get on a new one. Some people think that they're supposed to be married to the same identity, to the same business idea, to the same for the rest of their life. And business is not a lifelong deal. Business is about what's best for you and the people that you serve. Sometimes seasons in certain businesses end. You have to know as an entrepreneur, and if you're a spiritualpreneur, be led of the Spirit on what your next move needs to be. Learn how to unbuckle from the old and embrace the new. So there are plenty of successful people in the world who they have many talents, right? But they don't use them all. They've had to learn which talents are going to be good for business and which are not, or whatever the situation is. And they've had to learn how to have certain seasons in life, okay? Some of us we are not able to process letting go of certain parts of ourselves that are no longer serving for now. Especially, let's just say, like, you've been doing business the same way for 10 years and the world has changed. How people do business has changed. People and how they pay attention and how they focus and what they need has changed. But you close your eyes and ears and you refuse to pay attention to what's happening around you, and you get left behind. So as a business owner, it's important to know when it's time for me to move, when it's time for me to shift gears, when it's time for me to do something different. Some of you are being called to some really, really radical changes in this season. I urge you to be obedient to what you feel called to do, even if it looks very different from how you envision life. You have to kind of do what you have to do to move to your next level, right? So lastly, before I end this video, so how do you know? You may be asking, well, how do I know whether or not this really is just some thoughts I'm having, some doubts I'm having that will pass? Or is this really something I need to pay attention to, this feeling of needing to quit whatever it is that I'm doing and move to something else? Well, the way that you know is if you wait it out to see whether or not it's a knowing or whether it's just a passing thing. The only way to know is to wait it out. So instead of you making any sudden changes in your business, it's the holidays. Maybe this is a good time for you just to take a break in your business. Give yourself some time. Get into the new year, then revisit this and see how you feel. If the feeling is persistent, especially if you have a really big business that's running, I would give it at least 30 days. If the feeling is still persistent within 30 days of just being kind to yourself and just sitting with it and seeing what happens, then it's something that you really want to look at, digging deeper on to see what it is that you want to do Is it best for you to move on? Is it best for you to leave this idea in the past? What is it best for you to do? So I hope that this has been helpful, guys. This is day number 1 to the countdown to Christmas. Day number 2 is tomorrow. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Definitely drop me some comments below. Let me know that you watched this. Let me know if it's been a great help. If you haven't yet subscribed, feel free to join the tribe and hit that subscribe button. And be blessed. I'll see you on the next one.